Good morning, garden friends. Today I'm just going to be doing a April garden walkthrough on my front yard. For those of you that follow me, you know there has been a lot that has been going on in my garden, so I just figure with the things that are completed, let's just get the full picture of my front garden bed and see the things that are blooming, areas that I still have to work on because one of them is about timing. I'm waiting for the Proven Winners bubblegum petunias to come available because in my two front entranceway beds, I want to line that swoop up with those because I think it will be gorgeous. All right, so let's just go ahead and take a walk through the garden. So this is the entrance into my secret garden that's on the north side of my home. As you see, this is a crepe myrtle. I don't know which one it is, but it gets the deep pink burgundy color flowers on it. And then the new arbor and boxes that we had installed a couple weeks ago. So set the stone pathway into there, so just waiting for the grass. I have my two heirloom climbing roses, and look at that. It already has the very pretty pink buds on it, so it's doing really good. And also the disanthemums that I have in there that are also pink. And like I said, it flanks on both sides of the arbor. Cut and come again flowers. These guys are doing so well. These are bachelor buttons right here. This is my cosmos. This is my gumfrena, and these are my zinnias. I forget the name of these. I'll post it up, but it is an early spring flower. And then what I did on the other side was just mimic the flowers on the other side. Pastel and dinner plate dahlias. And the one thing that they had stated was to pinch back your dahlias. Look at this. I had pinched back, and now instead of one shoot, I got two shoots coming off of those guys. These are the pastels. They're a little bit smaller, but I still pinched this one back, and it got something growing. And the same with this boxwood lane that I have the entire bed lined up with boxwoods, and then in front of it the lythrope grass in here, and everything is just like really healthy. This is a knockout rose bush, and then back there is my mochi grass, and it gets this beautiful pink grass-like feathers. It's just really gorgeous. I'm hoping that this spot is going to be good for it. White wedding hydrangeas. I have two of those that flank my star jasmine. Now, we had a bad frost, but I'm going to leave it here because I have faith that it is going to do well. And then in front, Speedwell Veronicas that are purple. Indian hawthorn, another rose bush that has yellow buds on it, which is white. And then this is my lupine that I winter sowed 2 years ago. I'm kind of hoping that I'm going to get flowers this year. Then in the front along the bed, I have done candy tuft and the tixie flowers, and those get the yellow flowers on it, so I thought the combination of the yellow and white down the whole path, what looked nice. This is my Bobo. I did move this because I think where it was at last year, it wasn't getting as much sun. My yellow flag irises, my cannas here, my sedum, oxtail are doing really, really well. And then I recently got some delphiniums from a local gardener, so I'm kind of hoping that those are going to do well. Again, with some more yellow flag irises, another Garo, white Garo. Look at those flowers, it's just so gorgeous. And then I can't wait until these yellow flags bloom, because they are absolutely gorgeous. An azalea bush that it did start blooming, but then, like I said, we had a little frost, and so it got a little damage on it, but I'm not concerned about it because this azalea will get a second flush of blooms. And then in the front, monkey grass, which I love. You know, a lot of times people put it down, and I just love the rich color that it provides. 2 euphorbias, and I love the contrast of the chartreuse from the euphorbia and the dark green from the monkey grass. And in my other video, I had shown that I had trimmed down my boxwoods, pajamas, some purple hearts in here, and the bows. And then the large one is my limelight hydrangea. Got some Russian sage and my angel daisies. And then this was something new that I had planted, which was my woodland phlox, my Helen Von Steen lamb's ear. This is the Bobo that I ended up moving after we had trimmed and hedged out this bush. We did get a lot of damage from the frost, but like I said, there are tons, let me show you, there are tons of new growth. Look at that, all that new growth that's on it. So it's gonna fill in really, really nicely. And then this here is my pride and joy. It is called White Lie. The fragrance on this is just amazing, and it is covered in buds, just covered. It's just so beautiful when it does get the full flush of them. And some black-eyed Susies. And then this plant, I can't remember the name of it, but I'll post it up. But look at those gorgeous flowers, and there's tons of buds just waiting to bust open. And then this is my Nardia that I also hedged down. The pink moochie grass, and then I have 4 of the sunshine listronums. I'll put their names up, but for some reason, I mean, these guys are doing good. For some reason, this one and this one isn't doing too good. And I don't know if the freeze got them, because it looks like there's still buds on there, and I fed them. So, like I said, I'm not one to throw things away just because they are not up to par. I want to be able to give them an opportunity to bounce back. But if not, I will just go ahead and replace these, because the thought process is to be able to have this nice hedge. Go to the front entrance. We built this 2 years ago, the fence for the front entrance. I had planted some tulips that are finishing out their bloom time. Ooh, I think that's a weed. I gotta get that out of there. That's a weed. Crepe myrtle here that is flushing with the blooms. And I planted some gladdies back here, but that's like for later on. And then I did do some daffodils that have also been spent. And this plant here gets these beautiful, it's in the daisy family. I'll post the name of it up. But this is another bed that, you know, I'm gonna have to clean out and then top off with mulch. But this was the area that I was talking about, that along the front here, all the way around is where I want to put the bubblegum petunias from Proving Winners. Irises along here, along with some purple hearts. And I just mimicked it the same on both sides of the yard. So it just has, we just have like a really nice, let me step on from the road, that way you can see how nice the entrance is with the fence. My neighbor's yard, yeah, there you go. So it just looks so nice, a nice entrance into our home. All right, and then in my flower bed here that my husband built, flanked by 2 tater tots. They will not get any bigger than this. Some Gerber daisies in here, along with the Mexican petunias that'll get these beautiful purple flowers on it. And then in this pot, hyacinth bean that I'm going to run up, let it trail up the side of the house all the way across the garage, because I think that'll be really nice. Look at these guys. They are doing so well, my pansies. And then this is a gardenia. But like I said, the frost got it. But I stay positive. You know, I'm not like real quick to throw things away because it may not look like it used to, because this is the thing, it was growing before I planted it, so it'll do what it needs to do. And then this is the other that my husband had built for me, and I have I believe these are black-eyed Susies, and I got my pansies in there that are doing well. And then I forget what these are. Somebody gave them to me. One of my garden friends gave them to me. Those are some bachelor buttons that I'm going to be planting at the end of our driveway. But as you can see, my roses are just got so many buds on them. I'm also checking out to see if there's any, no, okay. I just making sure there was no aphids on it. And my other bobo is blooming very, very nicely. So, you know, that's the one thing about gardening, is to be able to plant and then just see everything flourish. Oh yeah, those are larvae. I need to spray this. Yeah. Yeah, look at this. The aphids are laying their eggs, and I want to make sure I don't let them take up residence. Another bobo, and then another rose bush. And then, like I said, this is the other new area of my garden that I had done a previous video with. And oh my, the ranunculus are beautiful. Oh, it looks like the one fell down there. We did have some high winds, and my burning bush and a white geely. Oh God, look at that. Look how pretty those flowers are. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing my front yard for the month of April. I'm like so excited about everything blooming and sharing the progress of my garden with you. So thanks again for visiting Inspiring Garden Corner. And if you're inspired by my videos, please consider subscribing, because it helps me out. And like I said, lets me know that I am focusing on the right thing. Have a great day.